What is gun control? Gun control or firearms regulation is the set of laws or policies that regulate the manufacture, sale, transfer, possession, modification, or use of firearms by civilians. Most countries have a restrictive firearm guiding policy, with only a few legislations being categorized as permissive. Jurisdictions that regulate access to firearms typically restrict access to only certain categories of firearms, and then to restrict the categories of persons who will be granted a firearms license to have access to a firearm. My opinion on gun control is that the regulations need to be stricter. An example of this would be further background checks into someone trying to purchase a firearm, along with the tests to see if they are mentally stable. What do you know about gun control?
Well, I know that you have rules and regulations. You have to show an ID to, and it has to be registered when you buy one. And except a lot of people don't have to do that; they go do on the black market or something. So
Mm-hmm.
it makes it rough for the individual who really deserves to have a gun, not to be able to have one if they cut it out.
So you think it's a right to own a gun?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I definitely think it's a right to own a gun, and you should have the privilege of owning a gun. That's been one of our heritage all of our lives, and we always had guns when I was growing up, and after I got married, and during the 82 years I've been alive, well, we was allowed to have guns when we wanted them, but we used them in the right way. We didn't
Yeah.
use them against other people. We used them for sports, and we used them for protection.
When have you used a gun? Like you specifically. Like when have you shot a gun? Have you done it for like hunting or just shooting guns for
Well, I
fun?
did
Or...
it for hunting. I did it for sport. I did it for the kids and I and my husband. We shot guns to practice. We taught the kids how to shoot a gun, and it's something that I think a kid should learn to do, not go out and do it on their own, but you should teach your kids to do it and do it right, do it the right way.
There's a controversy about guns and whether gun control laws and regulations should be stricter or looser. Do you think like people there's people out there who have the opinion that guns should be taken away completely? Do you think that's too strict, or do you think like having lesser regulations on guns and being allowed to own guns freely and do whatever you want with guns and not requiring a license? Like, how far are you on that spectrum from getting rid of guns to owning guns completely and freely?
I don't think they should get rid of guns. I think they should enforce the laws that are already in effect, because they've got rules and regulations, but they don't enforce them. They just allow guns to people that don't have to sign for them and don't have to register them and stuff. So if they will allow and stand up with the law we already have,
Okay.
we wouldn't need any more laws.
Is there anything else you wanted to say about guns and gun control, or?
Well, I can agree with gun control, but I can't agree with destroying guns to where the individual can't use them and can't have them for sports and can't have them for recreation and things like that. It's something that is part of our heritage, and I think we should be allowed to have them.
What is your name and what do you do?
My name is Bodie Ringhofer, and I'm currently a server at UCLA in Los Angeles.
How old are you?
19.
19. All right. What's your general opinion about guns?
Well, it depends on the situation. But for the most part, I think guns could be a very stabilizing effect in a lot of situations.
What type of situations?
For example, cops use guns to help control situations where people are acting out of control or crazy, or and for protection, they use it to protect citizens. And I think citizens use guns to protect themselves a lot. You see all these videos about people robbing gas stations, and a citizen pulls out a gun and stops a robbery from happening, potentially saving the life of an employee at the gas station or wherever is getting robbed.
Okay. Have you ever used a gun, and if so, how?
Yes, I've used guns a couple times with my family. We'd go out, we'd go shooting, but we always used safety precautions. We learned a lot about gun safety before even ever seeing a gun. So I think that really helps the situation and my respect for a firearm.
Do you think gun control laws should be stricter or looser?
I think they should be stricter in places with severe gun violence, but I feel like people that are good citizens and that want to carry a handgun for protection, I feel like they should be able to do that without all these implications. I definitely don't think they should take guns away altogether, but maybe in areas like Detroit or mid-city where they have all these gun-related crimes, they should tighten it up. But I mean, if you're a good citizen, even in one of these cities, you should definitely have that tool available for your protection.
So you think stricter gun control laws will lower crime rate involving gun violence?
No, I didn't say that. I just think there should be stricter gun control, like not gun control laws, but maybe getting guns out of our gangsters' hands would be a good thing to do. Maybe go do some raids. But other than that, no, I don't think there should be stricter gun control laws. I don't think there should be looser gun control laws unless we're talking about outstanding citizens. Like I can't get a gun or a CCW until I'm 21. And I think that's unfair because I'm an outstanding citizen. And I feel like I could really use that for my protection.
All right, thank you.
Cool.